Hey guys, it's WT here from the Coin Alley. And yes, I know it's been a while since my last video, but I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that here in a little bit. But in this video, I'll be talking with you guys about proof of weak hands 3D. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen the videos on YouTube. If you haven't, you probably haven't been on YouTube in the last month or so. So I'll tell you guys more about proof of weak hands and my thoughts on this Ethereum game coming right up. Let's do it. And we're back. Welcome back to the Coin Alley and this week's episode of Subscriber's Choice. So there've been a delay in videos or updates, and you might have asked, what happened to Coin Alley? So took a little bit of a break, but also a little bit of a backstory. A few years ago, a couple years ago, I took some time off work. Took about 2 years off work. Did a little bit of traveling, did some investing in cryptocurrency, and I had a great time. And so at that time I was able to put out videos. I started doing my YouTube channel back in May of last year with my the first video was on Trezor. So at that time I was semi-retired, I guess, or an early retirement. And then I just got really bored. So I'm back into the workforce. I'm back working again. I'm doing it full time. So that's one of the reasons why you haven't seen, or the primary reason why you haven't seen a lot of videos from me recently. So I started working full time again back in November or December of last year. So my video production time has been reduced because of the full-time job. And by the time I get home, usually I'm somewhat tired. I usually crash, or I'm going to watch the news or what have you. So that's one of the reasons why you guys haven't seen a lot of videos from me lately. Going forward, I'll try to at least put out maybe a couple videos per week, and as long as I get information or suggestions from people in regards to subscriber's choice, then I'll definitely bring those subscriber choice videos to you. But if I'm not getting any ideas in regards to that, then you might not see any videos in regards to subscriber's choice. So let's get into the reason for today's video. We are going to talk about proof of work, or proof of weak hands 3D. And you're like, what is this? So this is an Ethereum game, and it's just a game. So a few weeks back, when I looked at this Dapps radar site, you show proof of weak hands was in the number 4 spot. So right here, proof of weak hands was here, and Hello Kitty was up here. So now proof of weak hands has taken the number 1 lead, as you can see here on the Dapps radar site. And this is based on volume, balances, and some other, I guess, metrics, or how they're tracking these particular apps. So I believe the first version of this, somehow the contract got hacked. I guess the code, the people who created the code didn't do a great job at it. So the contract got hacked, or the website got hacked, or what have you, and they created a new website, and this one has been battle tested. It's been proved to be unhackable. So they have the best people that tried to hack the second version, and so far everything is going pretty well. So people are saying, are like comparing this to BitConnect, and it's nothing like BitConnect, because in BitConnect you had people behind the platform, and this really isn't a platform per se. This is on the Ethereum network. So here's the Ethereum blockchain, and right now you're looking at over $4 million worth of these tokens, so called P3D, which is proof of weak hands. So the concept is you invest, well, it's not an investment, rather. The concept is to buy in tokens on Ethereum, and you get these proof of weak hands tokens. Now this thing has grown over 2,000 Ethereum in the last 20 hours. And there's been a lot of excitement behind this product because of the results that is being produced. Now, as always, I would preface this by saying this is not financial advice. This is just me telling you what I'm doing. And if this is something you guys want to get into or explore, then by all means, go ahead and do so. But as always, you don't want to put more money. Whatever money you put into this game, this is money that you don't mind losing. You need to approach this whole proof of weak hands as if you were to go into a casino, because it is definitely a gamble. You could make a profit, you could lose, you could, whatever. So Proof of Weak Hands 3D is not affiliated with anyone. Proof of Weak Hand does have an interface. So let's say the website were to go down, then there's a way you can actually go in and still interact with the contract. Now I'll leave a link in the description to the main Proof of Weak Hands page and the Proof of Weak Hands chart. So right now, let me refresh this right here. And you'll see that the current price is 0.016 Ethereum. So to buy the token, you're looking at $6.32 US equivalent. And to sell is about $5.17 equivalent. So when you buy into Proof of Weak Hands, right off the bat, the system takes 10% of whatever you're purchasing in P3D. Now that 10% that is being deducted from your purchase gets placed into the dividend pool. So other people who are holding Proof of Weak Hands token will get a payout. Now, as I mentioned before, let's say the website went down. There is a link, and if you Google Proof of Weak Hands contract interface, you'll see a site like this right here. And this is just a way for you to interact with your masternode link. Now, if you have 5 or more Proof of Weak Hands token, then you actually get a masternode link. Now, with the masternode link, you get, if you share your link, you receive 33% of the fees that they would, otherwise pay into the contract. So this is a great way for individuals to not only, I guess, get passive income, but this is a way to share Proof of Weak Hands with your friends, your relatives. If you have a mass following or what have you, this is where you can share this with your group. Now, one of the things I like about this Proof of Weak Hand is that they're very specific about how you should share your link. So it talks about try to approach members in instant chat communities such as Discord and Telegram and telling them about Proof of Weak Hands. Be honest, share the concept behind Proof of Weak Hands and how it rewards holding. So with Proof of Weak Hands, you are rewarded for holding the P3D tokens. So hence the name. You don't want to be the individual with weak hands, because if you sell, you're selling at a lower price than which you actually bought in at. So it's very important that you hold your hand for as long as possible. Now, to use Proof of Weak Hands, you will need MetaMask. Now, there are a plethora of videos out there on YouTube on how to set up MetaMask, but MetaMask is the only way to gain access to Proof of Weak Hands. So there's no logins, there's no way to create an account to get into this platform. So you would go to MetaMask, you would download MetaMask, you would save your private key, create your passphrase, because that is the only way to purchase and also cash out when you're done. So going back to this masternode link, Don't lie about the project or promise guaranteed returns. You can never promise a guaranteed return. No spamming of your masternode link. Talk about the project instead. And don't promote the project as a legitimate investment platform. You definitely don't want to do that. And it says here, failure to oblige to the above rules may result in suspension of your masternode link. Now, I will leave a link in the description of this video to my masternode link. So for anyone that wanted to check out Proof of Weak Hands, they're not into this game, you can definitely check it out. I would certainly appreciate you clicking on that link. You don't have to click on the link to join the game, but if you did, I would certainly appreciate that. So I'll be thinking of some ways to reward individuals going forward who utilize the link, but that is still in the planning phase. So I'll give more information on that as I learn that. So the website, very simple to use. You've got your exchange where you can buy and reinvest. And then right now, as you can see, it's 0.01659 Ethereum. So why is Proof of Weak Hands, why is it such a success? Well, right now, we're in a weak market and people are enjoying the gains in this game. Now, I wouldn't, put my entire portfolio into this game because that's more than I can afford to lose. And that is a mindset that you have to go into this game. So over here, you have your reinvest. So here are the dividends that you receive, and they're paid out in P3D tokens. And here's your equivalent, and then you can reinvest using this site right here, this button right here. So I'm going to show you how to reinvest. So I'm going to go back here to holdings. Now I started out, as you can see here, 2 weeks ago. And then I was like, I'm not really going to talk about Proof of Weak Hands. But then I got a couple of responses or a couple of emails from individuals asking about Proof of Weak Hands. Will you do a video about this? CoinAlley, would you do a video on Proof of Weak Hands? So that's why I'm bringing you this video this week. So about 2 weeks ago, I put in about 0.193 Ethereum. That's about 68 Proof of Weak Hand tokens, as you can see right here. Then I reinvested. And then I purchased 1 Ethereum worth of P3D. That was 146. So about a week ago, 1 Ethereum was 146 tokens. Now let's see here. 1 Ethereum. See, 1 Ethereum. 1.0. Well, it was giving you the amount of Ethereum. Let's see, 1 Ethereum. Let's refresh here. All right, so we're back. My internet went down there for a little bit. So back a few weeks ago, and these are recent buys by other individuals, not myself. So when I went over here, where is it? Staking. 1 Ethereum. All right, so a week ago, 1 Ethereum bought you 146 P3D tokens. Today, 1 Ethereum gets you 59.44 P3D tokens. Now, the cost of Ethereum has definitely gone down, but as you can see, the cost of the tokens have definitely gone up. So with 1 Ethereum, you're going to get like 59.4 before 1 Ethereum gave you what I just showed you on that other screen right there. So people are always saying, when is the best time to get into this game? You know, it's hard to decide that, but because of the FOMO that's been setting in last week, this site went down and people were just panicking because they couldn't get in. And it was because of the overwhelming requests for this page that caused the site to go down. So that brings me back to this contract interface. So if that was the case, this is a backup where you can actually go in and pull up proof of weak hands, and you can interact with your contract. And it's all based off of your MetaMask. And here are my tokens right here. But here's where you'll actually go in and you can interact. So let me show you guys an example here. I'm going to go in and I have 25.495 proof of weak hands earnings in my dividend wallet, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and reinvest. So to reinvest, you simply click on here. And it's pretty much all or nothing. You can't just reinvest a portion of it. Now over here, you see my MetaMask is waiting for me to confirm the transaction here. Now I want it to be a little bit faster, so I'm going to go ahead and move up my gigaway to 4 so I can pay for gas, and I'm going to submit. Reinvest order has been transmitted to the blockchain, awaiting confirmation. So I'm going to go back here to my holdings, and what will happen is once this clears, you'll see the amount of tokens from 617 actually increases, and this here should turn to 0. Alright, let's go back here and take a look. Now everything is on the Ethereum blockchain, so that transaction that I just completed, as you can see, it's right here. And if I was to go ahead and refresh, went from 617 to 643, and my earnings, the dividends, are now sitting at 0 because I pretty much reinvested my dividends. And eventually it'll show up here that I did reinvest. So I'm going to try and bring you guys a series of videos in regards to this, just following up. Not too many of these videos because there's so many of them out there on YouTube right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and periodically bring you guys updates on my progress so you can watch this, see this through my eyes, so you don't have to actually, go in and play this game. So you'll be able to see what CoinAlley is doing in the way of proof of weak hands. I intend to hold as long as possible because I don't want to be the one with weak hands, because that's when you're going to lose out, is when you go ahead and sell. And selling is very easy. You have the sell option right here. You go ahead and click that, and you just tell it what you want to sell. Tokens to sell, and then you'll be able to go ahead and do that through the sell option. But if you wanted to withdraw your earnings, as earlier you saw me reinvest, if I hadn't reinvested my my P3D tokens, I could have actually gone ahead here and withdraw them through MetaMask, so it actually goes into my wallet. Or you could reinvest here as well. Alright guys, so this was just a quick high-level overview on proof of weak hands. I will leave a link down there in the description of the video so you guys can check it out if you haven't already. And I'm really excited about this. Look over here, there's that statistic tab, and you can see what's happening here with the game in regards to what they're selling and what they're buying. And of course, everything is very visible on the blockchain. So you can go to Etherscan, look at the contract, and you can see everyone that is actually purchasing in the who are actually in the game. So I definitely like that visibility, and I think that this thing is going to take off. It has already taken off, but I think there's so much more that could happen from this game, and I'm really excited about it. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts on Proof of Weak Hands 3D. Let me know if you're new to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and while you're doing that, please hit the notification bell. That way you'll be one of the first to be notified whenever I post new videos. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy the information. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button. And until our next video, take care of yourself and of course each other.